Gold and silver prices are getting smashed lower today, with silver down almost $4. And gold is having its worst day in over a decade. What in the world is going on?
The worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
We're now down 43%.
This could be the most serious recession in decades.
Protect your retirement with gold and silver IRAs. Learn more at sdbullion.com/IRA. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Let's take a look at the chaos that is ensuing in the precious metals markets. Gold is sitting at $4,137 an ounce. It's down over $200 today, more than a 5% downswing. This is the biggest drop that gold has seen in 12 years. Silver is also getting slammed lower. Silver now below $50 an ounce. It's sitting at $48.79, down $3.77, over a 7% drop in silver price. This article here says gold price heads for worst day in more than a decade, and the chart that they show is actually just the last 6 months, but it is the one-day moves in most active gold futures. And you can see here, this is the biggest dip that gold has seen in quite a while. They also have the one-day moves in silver over the last 6 months. This is definitely the biggest dip. I think you got to go all the way back to COVID to see silver going down this much in one day. Some of the headlines are saying this is just routine profit taking, but I think something bigger is going on. Another article gives a list of factors which are essentially the perfect storm for a drop in precious metals: positive trade talks between China and the US, a stronger dollar, overstretched technicals, and uncertainty on investor positioning due to the government shutdown and the end of a seasonal buying spree in India. So with all of these factors coming together, it's not a big surprise that precious metals are dropping today. Also, Silver Degen posted this on X yesterday. We've had 6 red Tuesdays in a row for silver since September 9th. Does this pattern repeat tomorrow? We are indeed seeing silver drop again today. And if we take a look at the US dollar index, you can see it is once again up. So again, if you combine all these factors, you are looking at the perfect storm to push silver and gold lower. Gold Silver HQ posted this on X today: rigged paper market versus real physical market. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, seeing silver price go down this much while there is so much demand for silver and they're running out of silver in London is kind of crazy to see. Silver Degen went as far as to say London in a full-blown panic, shorting paper silver in an attempt to force long silver positions to close. Don't panic. London doesn't have physical silver. The bulls are more in number than these fraudulent bears. Silver will trade over $54. That is a bold prediction right there. And if silver is going to go back above 50, this could be a great buying opportunity. Speaking of buying, the CEO of the Scottsdale Mint posted this on X today: gold and silver are crashing back to where it was about a week ago. But what is spurring more physical buyers? I do not know if we're going to get another opportunity like this to pick up silver under $50 an ounce. Some news outlets are saying that the rally is cooling or even ending in precious metals, but listen to this clip I heard yesterday on Bloomberg Open Interest.
What about gold, Andrew? Alexander Altman from Barclays last week telling Surveillance that it was actually, if anything was in a bubble, it was gold that was in a bubble. Can you comment on gold at almost records?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the last, Vonnie, I go around and speak at these conferences, and the questions I've been getting for the last decade was, well, when is the dollar going to lose its reserve status? And I used to say to people, what, are people going to sell dollars to buy the euro, or are they going to sell dollars to buy the Chinese yuan? I just don't see that happening. And the mistake I made was, I think other central banks are selling dollars and buying gold. I never thought gold would, take the mantle. So is it a bubble? Yeah. But if foreign central banks are reducing their treasury holdings, and buying gold, then I think it can continue.
Gold definitely can continue to go up. Look at some of these predictions put out by the big banks. Wall Street remains bullish on the precious metal going into next year. Bank of America analysts recently reiterated their long gold recommendation, forecasting a peak of $6,000 per ounce by mid-2026. Meanwhile, Wall Street has been upping its price targets on gold. Goldman Sachs sees gold hitting $4,900 per ounce by the end of next year, up from its prior prediction of $4,300. And here's the big one. JP Morgan analysts said the yellow metal could hit $6,000 per ounce by 2029. That's JP Morgan putting out a $6,000 gold price prediction. Now, they are saying it could take 4 years, but still, this is huge. I want to show you something interesting I saw over on the US Debt Clock website today. And by the way, even though we're in a government shutdown, the US national debt does continue to climb. But here is an infographic that they put out. They're calling it the crime of 1873, and there's a lot of interesting stuff on this infograph, but I want to focus over here on the right. An ounce of silver for a day's labor. During a 100-year period from 1773 to 1873, a single ounce of silver paid for the average laborer's daily wage. Today, it would take nearly 10 ounces of silver for a day's wage. And then right below it, the war on the price of silver has lasted 150 years. If only 2% of the world's population bought 1 ounce of silver, the true price of silver would be revealed, which is between 10 to 20% the price of gold. So they're actually calling for $400 to $800 silver if only 2% of the people in the world buy 1 single ounce. How many ounces of silver do you currently hold? I would say that this price dip is actually best case scenario for those of you who are wanting to stack more physical metal before the price really takes off. And I do think it could really take off from here. But I mean, seeing silver below $50 an ounce, this is an incredible opportunity. If you have been waiting for a dip in silver price to pick up some more silver, this is your chance right here. I'm definitely going to be buying more silver today. I'll probably buy more silver throughout the week if we see the price continue to go down. But usually when it has these big dips, it levels off and then we see it recover at some point. And look at gold. I mean, gold is down like $240 today. So even when you include the premiums to buy physical gold, you can certainly get it cheaper today than you were able to get it over the last few days. And if we look at the 1 month chart for gold, you can see gold is still up quite a bit for the last month. The same is true for silver. Both precious metals, they're up for the month, but they're down for the day. What are you going to be doing? Let me know down below in the comment section. Are you going to be taking advantage of this dip in precious metals? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.